Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of a great millstone who were well and who taught us truth. Today's lesson will be entitled somewhere along the lines of Trust in the Lord, not in man. Trust in the Lord, not in man. Because you have the majority of Israelites that is trusting in man and really trusting in their enemy. I might entitle that Trust in the Lord, not your enemy. Because the Esau Edom, so-called white man, starting with them, as well as the other heathen nations, they're our enemies. They are our enemies, man. So we are not to trust in them. Because real quick, because I said that it starts with Esau, but it's also, these other nations as well. Because what does it say in Psalm 83 and verse 2, Psalm 83 and 2, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. And then it goes on to say in verse 6, the tabernacles of Edom. And then it lists the nations that came up against the Israelites, to make us, forget who we are, to make us forget our heritage, who we was, which, that's what it says in Jeremiah 17 and 4, that thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And what does it continue to say in that Jeremiah? Let's just get it real quick and we'll come back to that. Jeremiah 17 and verse 4, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. And we have forgot our heritage. We have forgotten who we are. We no longer know that we're Israelites. That we're from the tribe of Judah, from the tribe of Issachar, from the tribe of Naphtali, Zebulon. But now we believe that we're black. We believe that we're African American. We believe that we're Mexican. We believe that we're Guatemalan. We believe that we're Native American. They have made us forget who we was, man. And what it say to serve thine enemies. So right now we're in the land of our captivity, serving our enemies, man. And you have people, Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are trusting in their enemy rather than trusting in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and that is a no-no, man. They have came up against us, starting with Esau, Edom, so-called white men, but these other nations, as it said, going back into that Psalm 83, have consulted together. They came together. They was confederate, an alliance to come up against the Israelites, man. So that's what we're seeing. So we're trusting in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai, not our enemies. But you have individuals who are trusting in their enemy rather than the Lord. And that's what it says when you trust in your enemy, it's not going to be, good for you. It's going to lead to your demise, to your destruction, to your death, man. It says, join unto them. If you're joining them, you're going to fall by the sword. As it says in Isaiah 13 and verse... Isaiah 13 and 15, everyone that is found that shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So if you're going to trust in the enemy, and the white man, and this society, in this in America rather than the Lord, then you're going to fall with America. You're going to fall with Esau, man. You're going to die right alongside them. So we're trusting in the Lord, and because we don't want to perish. We want to be saved. So we're going to trust in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai rather than man. It says, what man me? Let's pull up like that. We'll get these two right here. We'll just keep it right here. First one is Psalm 56 and verse 11. And in the Most High have I put my trust. You know what? So one's 11, 56 and 11. Other one 118. All right. Psalm 56. This is because I want to see what it says up. Isaiah, not Isaiah, but Psalm 56 and verse 9. When I cry unto thee, Then shall mine enemies turn back, because you got people trusting their enemies because they believe that there is no other person they can trust in, that they can believe, oh, there's nobody else. He's giving us the best option. Well, so I gotta go into them. No, we're trusting in the Lord Yahweh Shai, the Most High, man, the Holy One of Israel, the God of Israel. Because when we put our trust in the Lord, then He's going to make our enemies to retreat, to make our enemies to be destroyed. It says, "This I know, for the Most High is for me." You got to believe that. Verse 10, "And the Most High will I praise His word, and the Lord Yahweh will I praise His word." Verse 11, "In the Most High have I put my trust. I will not be afraid what man can do unto me." In the NLT it says, verse 11, "I trust in the Most High, so why should I be afraid? What can mere mortals do to me?" What can a mere mortal do to you, man? What can, because what does it say? And we'll get it real quick after I get this other one. It's better to fear the Lord than to fear man. So we're not trusting and we're not fearing, men, mere mortals, man. We're fearing and trusting in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Again, verse 11, "In the Most High have I put my trust. I will not be afraid what man can do unto me." Psalm 118 and verse 6 now. Psalm 118. Let's start at verse 4. Psalm 118 and verse 4. "Let them now that fear the Lord Yahweh say that His mercy endureth forever. I called upon the Lord Yahweh in distress, and the Lord Yahweh answered me and set me in a large place." It says, verse 6, "The Lord Yahweh is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do unto me?" What can man do unto me, man? We're trusting in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai. It says, in the NLT, verse 6, "The Lord Yahweh is for me, so I will have no fear. What can mere people do unto me?" What can mere mortals do to me, man? Mere mortals. I'm gonna tell you what a mere mortal can do. Matthew 10 and verse, I think it's 28. Yep, Matthew 10 and 28. "And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul." That's the only thing that Esau can do. That's the only thing that our enemies can do. They can kill the body. That's all they can do, man. It says, "But rather fear Him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell." That's who we're fearing. That can destroy our body and our soul, man. That's who we're fearing. What can man do unto us? That's the only thing man can do unto us. And what did it say? Save it time. It might be in the Apocrypha. Yeah, I think it's Ecclesiastes 2 and Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 2 and verse 11. "For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction." So even if Esau is coming after us, the enemy's coming after us, which they will, then the Lord, could have it to where He delivers you out of that situation. So we're trusting in the Lord, man. We're not trusting in Esau and our enemies. Because the Lord said that you're going to be ashamed. You trusting in Esau, trusting in Egypt, you trusting in America, you trusting in Trump, in Egypt, man. This is Isaiah 30. Isaiah 30 verse 1, "Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." You're taking counsel from the enemy. You're not taking counsel from the Lord. You're trusting in, and they're going to get into it. Verse 2, "That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt." You're trusting in Pharaoh, you're trusting in Egypt, you're trusting in America, you're trusting in Trump, you're trusting in this, you're trusting in that, you're trusting in mere mortals rather than trusting in the almighty power, the eternal power that created you, man. That created him. The one that you're fearing, the one that you're trusting in, the Lord created him. Not to be trusted in. He didn't create Esau for you to trust him, man. What is it saying, Ecclesiasticus 14 and 10? It might be 12 and 10. I think it might be 14. Yeah, 14. Ecclesiasticus, no, it's not 14 and 10. Maybe 10 and 12? No. What is it? So you bear with me. It's in the 12 and okay. I must have looked over. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. But you have individuals, they'll read this scripture and still go in and trust a white man. They'll still go and trust in Esau, and they'll still go and trust in America. This place is not for you to trust in. This place is our captivity, man. As it says in Baruch. This is the land of our captivity. Baruch 2 and verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord, their power. For I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name. We're not praising Esau. We're not thinking about, okay, well, Esau can help me like this, he can help me like that, he's gonna help me and save me in times of trouble. No, we're not focused on that, man. We're not even thinking about that. We're thinking about how the Lord Yahweh is going to save us, how Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to save us, redeem us, get us out of this situation, get us out of that situation. Now we use the world and we don't abuse it. He give us some chump change here and there. Yeah, give it to me, but we're not trusting in that. We're not trusting in that to get us out of, Jacob's trouble. We're not trusting in that to get us out of the worst time in history. We're trusting in the Lord to keep us and protect us in those times that we're coming into, the worst times in history. Forget what Esau got going on. We're trusting in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua, but you have a lot of individuals who are trusting in America when America is really your prison sentence. Trusting in a place that is going to fall and be destroyed, man. And the Lord said it. So this is real quick, Isaiah now. 10 and verse 20. Isaiah 10 and verse 20. Slide again. Isaiah 10 and 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped to the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. Now in the NLT now it says, in that day, and who? Whereas it says, who smote us? We just read it in Psalm 83 in the beginning of the lesson. Esau, Edom, and the other ones who was confederate against us, who made an alliance with Esau, but it starts with Esau, but it trickles down to the other nations, because the other nations went along with the idea and Esau's schemes and wicked devices. So, in the NLT it says, Isaiah 10 and 20 in the NLT, in that day the remnant of Israel, in that day the remnant left in Israel, the survivors in the house of Jacob, the elect, will no longer depend on allies who seek to destroy them. And, really, Esau, or not Israelites, look at Americans and, Esau, Edom, and the other nations as their allies. No, they're here to help. Let bygones be bygones, even though they put us in slavery and even though they did this and they did that to us. Let's all be one. Let's all be together. Let's just be allies, man. It says, because these quote-unquote allies are not here to be your friend. They're here to destroy you. They're figuring out how they can get one over on you, figuring out how they can get the most money and the everything out of you, how they can make you pay for this and pay for that, how they can make you a slave, how they can make you subject. Those are your quote-unquote allies, man. So it says in the NLT, will no longer depend on allies who seek to destroy them. And you're about to see Esau's horns flare up, man. And you're going to see that they're not your allies, but they're your enemies. And that they're going to destroy you, man. It says, but they will faithfully trust the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel. And that's what the elect is going to do. The elect of the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the elect of the nation of Israel, they're going to trust in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai. They're not going to trust in man. They're not going to trust in false allies. They're not going to trust in their enemies. Lord, when I'm part of the elect, we're going to trust in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai in truth all the way to the end, man. Now let's get that word, because we got that. Now let's get that word stay. Because it said at the end, it says, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh. Let's get that word stay. What do you mean stay? H8172. And it says shine. Shine or shina. I believe it's shine though. Shine. It says to lean on. This is who we're going to lean on. We're not, because you got a lot of Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, again, who is leaning on. It says to lean on, to trust and to support. They're looking at Esau to support them. They're looking at the so-called white man. They're looking at the so-called white man to help them. They're leaning on Esau, and they're leaning on America. They're leaning on this broken reed on Egypt. They're leaning on false hopes, man. Esau is giving you nothing but false hopes. Trump is giving you nothing but false hopes. He's not giving you real life. He's not giving you a real out. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua is giving us a real beneficial out. This is just a facade. This is just painting a false picture, a false image. To lean on, to trust in, to support. It says to rely on. You got a lot of individuals who is relying, the majority of Israelites who is relying on Esau Edom. You even have Israelites who are claiming to be in the truth, claiming to be separate, but they're leaning on Esau Edom, 501c3s, this, that. They trusting in Esau, man, rather than the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai. That's a lot of Israelites, man. But we're here to trust in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai and not to trust in man, because what does it say in Joshua 24:15? We'll probably end it off right there. Joshua 24 and verse 15. And it reads, and if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord Yahweh, choose you this day whom you will serve. Because you can't trust in the Lord and trust in man at the same time. You got to pick a side. Either you're in or you're out. It says, and if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord Yahweh, choose you this day whom you will serve. Because you can't serve two masters. Real quick, as it says in Matthew 6. And I believe it's 24. Yep, Matthew 6 and verse 24. So like you bear with me. Matthew 6 and verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and mammon. Mammon going to money, as it says in the NLT. You can't serve the Most High and mammon, Most High and money. And that goes for anything. You can't serve the Most High and man. You can't serve the Most High and your family. You can't serve the Most High and other gods. You can't serve the Most High and yourself. You trusting in the Lord, but then I believe I can get through this by myself. But I love you, God. No. You can't serve two masters, because you can't just, as it says, you're going to love the one, hate the one and love the other. In the NLT, it says, no man can serve two masters, for you will hate one and love the other. You will be devoted to one and despise the other. So you can't serve both, man. You can't serve the Most High in this world at the same time. That's why he said what he said. Joshua is Joshua 24. Man, where is it? Here it is. Oh, let me see if it was. I don't think it was. Joshua said that. Let me see if it'll pull up. Here it goes. Joshua 20. Okay. And Joshua gathered all the tribes of Israel to Shechem. Joshua said unto all the people. So okay, Con. It was Joshua talking. Yep. Joshua 24 and verse 15. And it reads, and if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord Yahweh, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord Yahweh. So pick a side. Trust in the Lord. Stay upon the Lord. Lean upon the Lord. Rely on the Lord. Rely on Yahweh Shem Yashai rather than men, and it will be well unto you. He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to the body, and to the fold. And before I ended off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakodas, and double honors as always to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.